Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummies. We got Laphroaig Cask Strength 10-year.
Cask Strength. And basement's being worked on.
4th of July. Let's test it.
Test it. All right, Bruno, we got Laphroaig Cask Strength 10-year. You know I love this.
Yeah, I was not looking forward to it.
He was scared. But before we get into that, how come we got a whole different background?
Well, we were set up to shoot at your place this morning.
Yes, we were all planned.
Your professional contractor just showed up out of the blue.
Popped in. Hola! Hola! I was like, uh-oh.
So there's nail guns going on.
Air compressor.
Belt sanders.
Yeah, then there was like some hammering. I'm thinking,
yeah,
probably not a studio environment yet. But as those of you know that have been following the development of the basement and the whiskey bar that's going in down there, I'm not going to slow that down at all. So we did we pivoted. We pivoted and like, boom, Scott's house.
Yep.
We haven't been here since like a year and a half ago.
It's been a while. It's good for tax purposes.
Sure.
Studio.
That's right. Studio, Bruno's studio, on location. Now, back to this. So, now this, once again, smoky, all right? Sea salty, we'll get into that in a little bit. Cask strength. This is my wheelhouse, baby. I'm at home.
I was intimidated.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a big... The peats aren't on the top of my list, okay? I know they're popular. People like them. I'll acknowledge if it's a good scotch or not, still, even though it's not my favorite. So when Bart told me he had the Cask Strength Laphroaig, I just immediately went, ugh.
Yeah.
Can't wait to try that one.
Right. Even on the label, emphatic, full-bodied, and utterly unforgettable. And they stamped Cask Strength all over it. Love it. 58.6 ABV. Whew. I love it, because then you can bring it down where you want it. This ain't no 40% ABV. You can just, trickle it down, trickle it down.
You were actually on the phone. We were talking on the phone one night when you popped it and poured your first drink of it, and you were describing it to me on the phone, and I was like, yeah, I bet.
Oh, it's delicious. I'm just telling you, this is delicious. Now, again, I love the fruitier, lighter scotches as well. Now, I will say, I probably enjoy this. Well, I enjoy it whenever. But the snow's coming down. It's cold out. This is that warm blanket that you just kind of,
Oh, there's that warm blanket.
Love it. This is it.
Shows up every once in a while.
Oh, this is what that does to me. This warms you.
I laughed when you said you can drink this whenever, because I just pictured you at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, it's a little chilly outside. It's August. Where's that Laphroaig 10-year Cask Strength?
Let me throw in there real quick. If you're doing a tasting and you've got several scotches and this is one of them, save, well, this or any peated scotch, save it till the last, because this strong a peat will destroy your taste buds. In that, anything else you sample or taste, you're not going to get over the peat.
Yeah, you're going to want to, this would be like the Cru de Gras. I don't know if I said that right, but it's the last thing I would hand them. I would work them in real gentle.
Coup de Gras.
Coup de Gras. Now, I've got a ton of notes on this. I'm going to refer to them so I don't miss anything. But right off with the nose neat, a strong peat, that alcohol, because that cask strength is right up there in your face, and a little bit of sea salt. There's a little subtlety of the brine. I can get it real way up high off the top.
Yeah.
And I love.
I can smell that in there now.
Oh,
Once you say the brine.
That. Yeah.
On the nose, I got, of course, the peat, and I actually get a citrus with it. A lighter citrus, apple, pears, something along those lines, and of course the wood.
This is so good. I'm telling you, the smoke neat, smoky. You get that little sting, that little tingle of alcohol in there. I like to. I will occasionally drink this neat. Now, I do like it with a little bit of water due to the cask strength, but I'll take in usually my first sip is neat, and it gets my taste buds going, or my saliva going, and I'll actually hold it in and let it kind of meld, and it's doing it right now. And I'll let my own saliva bring it down a little bit. I know that doesn't sound attractive, but I get a gentle but heavy smoke. It's clean, light finish, and the peat hangs around, and I can really pick it up nasally. And again, underneath I get a little bit of that brown sugar sweetness that just kind of hangs there. And this thing changes a lot for me with water.
When I sat down with this at night to taste it, I tried it neat, and I've got in my notes, for me, it was unbearable.
Hold on, cut.
Okay.
Sorry, I got
we're
so
back.
excited, I tipped the water.
Anyway, neat, I really found, I got in my notes that it was unbearable, and I got the peat, and I've got that there's something else present, but I didn't want to go back neat again to try it to see if I could get it.
Everything I said was what was present that we didn't get.
With water, though, changes it up, and again, the Cask Strength and the Laphroaig, I'm going to add a couple more drops of water than I usually do. I actually got peanuts. The peat, it's surprisingly smooth once I brought it down. That campfire smoke, and I got a light sugar sweetness.
Yeah.
You said brown sugar. I don't know that I would say it was a brown sugar, but there's a light sugar sweetness to it.
That was what I got tucked underneath at the very end. When it, now again, the still neat. I get on my mouthfeel. It's like a clingy. I've got a clingy saltiness that somehow is like on my lips. Even I can kind of pick it up. Once I put the water in there, the nose, it pulls that alcohol burn out, and I can get something underneath. And I don't know, when you said peanuts, I guess there is kind of a nutty kind of something I get underneath. And then my taste goes to a peaty, sweet molasses. A touch of water for me really brings things out, so I do like it with the water. I do love the Cask Strength, and what I love about it and what you can do with it is you can find your sweet spot. My sweet spot's probably a little bit higher than yours with the Cask Strength.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that I can play with it, manipulate it, move it around. That's what I love about the Cask Strength.
Now, and it's still not one of my favorites, but side by side with, say, just the Laphroaig or that we've tasted in the past. If I'm at the store and I'm looking, I'm probably picking this one up because I do prefer this one.
Over the Ardbeg?
No, over the other Laphroaig that we tasted.
The quarter cask. Yeah, we did the quarter cask.
Yeah, that's right, the quarter cask one. And in the past, I had bought the base level Laphroaig.
10-year Laphroaig,
the
non-cask
10-year Laphroaig. And I would definitely say this one's my one I would choose.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. So, but I mean, like I said, I lean right into the peat. I like them all. I've told my wife, hey, any kind of holiday, birthday, Father's Day, Scotch it.
And she just did, didn't she?
She did, yeah. Matter of fact, in the future, she got me a Bruichladdich Port Charlotte right in the same venue as the Peaty Smoky. So make sure you subscribe because that's down the road, but you don't want to miss it. It's delicious, and I love Bruichladdich packaging.
I do too.
They really do some cool stuff. They got a little inner ring in there, and it just holds the bottle real solid. I am telling you, I have more Bruichladdich. 93 for me.
Wow.
Yeah, love it.
That's high.
Love the peat. Love the Cask Strength. Dig it all the way around. All the way around. This is the Scotch that I could spend 2 hours with an ounce.
This is close to pushing it to a 90 for a peated Scotch for me. That little sherry in there, oh, I'd give it a 90 for sure.
There's some, I think Bruichladdich, I can't remember, it's not the Port Charlotte, but I thought they had a little sherry undernote in one of their peated scotches, but I can't remember if it was Bruichladdich for sure or not.
Yeah.
I remember thinking of you, thinking that's the combo you would dig.
I just got a little bit of a clove right there with that taste.
God, I mean, literally just nosing this is just delicious.
It's not bad.
Phenomenal.
All right, so hopefully your basement gets finished up and we can start filming over there.
Things are rolling along, baby. Things are rolling along. Keep them coming.
And Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, happy 4th, Independence Day. Please subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And again, we love, put your own tasting notes in here. We love seeing some of the tasting notes show up in there. We want to throw a shout out to anybody. There's somebody, and I'm blanking on the name because I'm not the name.
For
guy.
what?
Just for the comments. I like throwing those in there.
No, we've had several guys that have been engaging.
Sure.
Us, so.
Still love Herman. Herman, I still feel bad about my mismemory on the translation of en route, which does not mean passion. It means nectar. Nectar.
Sorry, Herman.
Sorry. It's all on me, that one. All right. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.